Howdy and welcome to another SolarGetsPowerful video blog. This is pretty much just going to be a voiceover of me doing some bench work, flat bench, some of the sets for my close grip, and then a few from me practicing some pause. So we'll get into that. It is currently Wednesday the 7th, and this is from Monday where I did chest. Yesterday I did some very light squats, mostly front squats, just because the pressure, I could feel the compression on my spine whenever I was doing back squats, and I pretty much had to deload about a plate. So that was kind of meh, but I hit up some of the machine work that wasn't too rough on my back, and it managed to at least be satisfying enough. But I mean, it hasn't even been a week since the injury, so I'm still trying to get back into it. Going very light on legs. Tomorrow is gonna try to ease out some deadlifts, and we'll see how that goes. Definitely, maybe just gonna try some like block pulls or deficits or something very light. But in the meantime, we're just gonna have to hope for a swift recovery, and hopefully I can get back into it full throttle next week. But in the meantime, my bench has been very solid. Like I said, this was on Monday, so this is when my back was pretty strong. It's pretty strong. And this is the third set out of 5. This is part of the 5x5 touch and go. This is at 185, and then I'm going to be doing 2 more at 190. I always have like a pretty big mental block on some of these, but I've been after kind of correcting my form a little bit, kind of changing where my feet placement is. I've been breaking through a few more plateaus, so that's pretty good. The first one felt pretty rough. The second one felt better. This one felt pretty good. That one, it kind of looked a little tough, but it wasn't actually too bad. So here I'm bumping it up to 190. I was feeling kind of sore, so I got a bit of a spotter here to help me out. We'll see him again later, but no spoiler alert yet. And this actually felt pretty good. He was actually expecting me to get another one up, just because you could tell I had the juice for it, and I probably did. But I was going to save any extra reps that I could have may or may not had until I finished at least my 5x5 right. So no need for a lift off, just because the thing's already so high. And I'm still kind of working on some camera angles. We don't really have too much room at the gym, just because of the New Year season, so it was pretty tough to just find like a good place for it, and that came up pretty strong. I've been doing a lot of close grip to try to, like I said, bang out my triceps, since I was starting to stall around the middle part of it. And after some research, apparently, like, working on your triceps is just not only good in general, but that's really the kicker when you start stalling that way. So here's another one at 190. I felt really strong, so I didn't even ask for a spot on this one, but he came by during the 5th set just to try to get me to do the 6th one. So I did about 5.5 here, which is good. I don't think I'm going to try to go for any higher weight for 5 reps, but this is feeling pretty good, and hopefully I'll start being able to get into the 190s a little bit earlier. But got some really solid touch and go. You can't really tell from this angle, but definitely every single thing is a chest touch. So here's the last one. Get that up, no problem. And then he's going to help me out with the 6th one. Not too much help either, so I probably could have banged that out if I had a little more juice in me. So this is probably the 2nd set from the incline. I just bumped it down to 135, so not too heavy. I'm going like I'm not entirely sure how close you're supposed to have it, but I have it just so like half of my hand is on the middle knurling, and half of it just on like the other part. And I'm also doing pause just to try to really work on making my triceps explode out from the bottom and really just thrust the bar out off of my chest. Just for a little more explosive power, kind of in the, I guess it's not really the hole for the bench press, but in the bottom of it. And here is the 4th one, and this is when I bumped it up to 145. And these were actually pretty tough. I did about, I think 2, maybe 3 sets. So again, this is all like 5x5 pause close grip, and these were killer. I'm really starting to love these. And, I'm really enjoying practicing my pause, and pretty long ones at that. Yeah, so it was pretty strong. And I'm really hoping my back can get fixed up early because just kind of getting all this motivation from how my bench has been doing. I really want to try to get back into it. Just get into it again, you know what I mean? But what can you do? I guess a week off may be a little bit helpful on my lower back, so we'll see how it is. So so then after all that, I stripped it down to just 135, and I did 1 rep max, kind of like IPF regulation-esque. So I kind of re-rack it, let it hold down, kind of like that little pause, rack, and then re-rack it kind of thing, so really slow. And that one right there was 185. This one right here is 195. And this felt pretty good. I was only just going up, just doing kind of like working up to a 1 rep pause max. And after doing 50 reps already on here, before I even started doing these, I was pretty ecstatic on how well these went. That felt really easy. So I decided to bump it up to 205, and I've never tried this as a pause. I've done this touch and go for triples, but I've never done it as a pause. So that was a bit of a PR for me, so to speak. Even though I can touch, just kind of do a quick little touch and go with 225. 205 just kind of like really nice and slow. A good judge press, so to speak. So I'm just gonna leave it off of there. So I guess I'll see you when I see you, and thanks for watching. And let's hope everything else is pretty good. So see you when I see you.